welcome back to my Adorkable DIY Halloween series, where I show you how to upgrade your Adorkable apparel or any other shirt you want and turn it into a rad Halloween-worthy costume piece. This is the third and final video in this series, featuring the most drastic t-shirt makeover, or should I say make-under, yet. Today, we're gonna go full zombie mermaid. One of my favorite Halloween twists to any character is to zombify it. So I'm going to show you how to take this urban mermaid crop top from my clothing line, Adorkable Apparel, and turn it into a fantastic bloody mess for your zombie mermaid transformation. By the way, if you'd rather leave the fish out of the equation, this tutorial works for any shirt and any zombie, so feel free to get creative with it. I zombified my mermaid crop top last year for Kamikaze Expo and Comic-Con and have gotten some questions about how I did it, so I decided to use the same shirt as my example in this video. But you can take this simple treatment to just about any outfit. Minus the shirt, you can get the supplies at any craft store for under 10 bucks. It's really simple and really fun to do. For this DIY, you will need a shirt you'd like to zombify, paintbrushes, the larger the better, acrylic paint in red and black, a cup of water, and a pair of scissors. Grab your skizzers and the shirt you want to zombify and start by snipping some of the edges off, adding some holes, making sure they're in places you're comfortable showing skin, and just generally making the shape look imperfect and worn. Cutting along the edge of the neckline, the sleeves, and the bottom of the hem is a good place to start. The more you cut, the more it will look like you've been through a zombie apocalypse. Since my top is a crop top, I won't be cutting too much off since it already shows a fair amount of skin. You can also work the cuts you made with your hands, moving the fabric back and forth, creating rips from the cut lines. Sometimes manipulating the distress tactically makes you more in control of the directions things rip, and makes the treatment look more organic. Now you're almost ready for the fun part, adding your blood. But before you start splattering, make sure you fully protected your workspace from the carnage to come. Go outside, or cover any walls, tables, carpet, or anything you don't want to stain with plastic or paper. Trust me and the stubborn stains in my house. Prep is key. Once you're in a safe place to paint, get out your paint supplies. You can get by with one shade of red and black, or you can mix different shades of red to get a more layered, realistic effect. I want my tea to look bright and cartoony, so I'm using a bright shade of red to start. Mix your red paint with a little water and fill up your paintbrush with the mixture. Now, start splattering. You can flick the brush, streak it against the fabric, or run your fingers across the bristles, aiming the paint splatters onto your shirt. The more you play with techniques, the more you'll get the hang of it. And you can't really botch this. It's supposed to look messy, so just keep at it until you're happy with it. You can make the tea as bloody as you like. Don't forget the back of the shirt too. You'll want to look bloodthirsty from all angles. Normally I'd say wait for the front to dry first before flipping the shirt over, but since this look is supposed to be messy, I'd say you're fine working on the back while the front's still wet. Once you have a good base of red, start to introduce the darker shades. You can use other shades of red paint and/or mix some black paint in with your red. Start to add splatters of these darker shades on top in random bursts. This will mimic wet and dried blood from old and fresh kills. Technically, you can switch these two steps and do the darker shade first and then the lighter, but this is the way I chose to do it. My favorite touch on my zombie shirt is the bloody handprint I made across it. Get it? Touch. It's supposed to look like the victim was fighting back. To do this, just use your hand as a stamp. Take your paint mixture and paint the inside of your hand. Then push it onto your shirt anywhere you choose. You can even do multiple handprints if you want. I like to push my hand on the shirt, then streak it out, like the hand was dragging across the zombie's body. If you want to go the extra mile, you can even do this with your feet too, and walk across the shirt, making it look like the zombie was trampled at some point. Don't be afraid to get creative and really make it your own. Once you're happy with your bloody masterpiece, hang your shirt up somewhere to dry. This one will definitely need to dry overnight. When it's time to transform into your zombie alter ego, pair your top with some ripped up denim or go full mermaid tail like me. Don't forget to add some dark shadows under your eyes and some gross wounds. I made mine using some liquid latex, eyeshadow, and Rice Krispies cereal, and of course fake blood. I'll link the makeup tutorial for that technique below if you want to check that out. I hope you dig this undead tutorial. Check out the other videos in my DIY Adorkable Halloween series for more costume ideas if you like. And if you used any of my tutorials, make sure to tag Adorkable Apparel in your pics on Twitter or Instagram. We'll be picking our favorites all this month and be featuring them on our Adorkable newsfeed. Thanks for watching, my little zombie horde. Hope you all have a freaking awesome Halloween.